Hey, that looks pretty good out there, baby.
Is the turmeric in here?
The tall bottle should be in there, yeah. It should be in the cupboard, honey. Behind you.
Oh, over here?
Yeah. Oh. Well, hello. Hi, Jamie. Hi, Carol and Bill. How are you? You guys will have to ignore me tonight. Oh my gosh, my stomach's hurting so bad. Anyways, I had to go live though. Ooh, hi, Mike. You can't see me, Jamie. Hey, Gwen. Hi, sis. Hi, Sherry. Did you hear that gunshot? Anyways, I had to go live because there's a lot of activity out here tonight. I was laying in bed on a heating pad. Boy, I heard more howls and hoops and... Hey, Peppy. Hey, Albert.
1 turmeric.
1 turmeric and 1 teaspoon of honey. Thank you, baby. Turmeric milk. Golden milk. So how is everybody? I missed you guys. Hey, Oz. How are you? Hi, Pam. I wish I could hear you guys' voices. Wouldn't that be cool? We need to find a platform where we can do that at, where everybody can say hi. Bella's looking for Mama. No, you two stay. Bella. Tank, no. Bad dogs. Bad dogs. There they go, Denny. They're taking off. I miss my peeps. Which means if the dogs are taken off, that means we're going to have some activity close by. They always take the dogs far away. Bye. Have fun. You have videos on your channel to hear your voice? Yeah, I've been watching, Jamie. Hey, Rod, how are you? Hubby's making me some turmeric milk. Yeah, me too, sweetie. I think Denny and I got tired just from all the stuff we had to think about today and write down that we have to do in the next 3 weeks. So I'll give you guys an update. Thank you, baby. This is what's going on. Okay, so we're going to get probably about somewhere around $4,000 after they took the truck. Eventually. We don't know when we're going to get that. And then we don't know exactly how much we're going to get for the RV yet. But here's the deal. Denny went down with the realtor that sold us this property and found a piece of property. It's 20 acres square. It's actually a square. And it seemed like a decent piece of property. It needs some road work. It needs some work. But, what, honey?
I didn't put honey in it.
Oh, okay, here. Careful. But it looks to be a decent piece of property, okay? And so I had him call the realtor today and tell them, yes, we're interested, but here's the thing. When we talked to the insurance guy about the RV, he told us that they would have to come get the RV in a couple weeks. And we were like, you can't do that. We don't have a place to go. So as soon as we sign the paperwork for the amount they're going to give us, you know, for the totaled RV, we have 2 weeks after that to move. So I told Denny, I think what we need to do is, hello, Roush. Rocky Stone translated. Welcome. So I told Denny what we should do is we should rent a storage unit here in Tallahena and try to use the Jeep. Let me backtrack a minute. Did you guys know, or did I tell you all, that people came by here one night and gave us a Jeep Liberty? They went and bought us a Jeep Liberty. And I thought they were going to rent it to us or lend it to us, and they put it in my name and gave it to me. I was like crying. I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you're giving me a vehicle. I was freaking out. Anyway. Hey, Patricia.
Things wrong with it.
What, honey?
Got a few things wrong with it, but it's still.
Yeah, but God gave it to us,
It's
so
the
there's
gift.
nothing wrong with it. Anyway, so we're going to take the little Jeep. It's cute, too. It looks like a little tennis shoe. Anyway, so we're going to go ahead and take, if we get the storage unit, find out how much it costs first. We'll go ahead. Hey, Sharon. We'll start loading it up, and every time we go into town, we'll drop off a couple more containers. Okay? Yeah, I know. God's amazing. Anyways, they brought it the day before we were supposed to turn in the rental, and we didn't know what we were going to do. It was just, it's mind-boggling how God works. Huh? There's a bunch of angels out there. You guys are a bunch of angels, I'm telling you. You should all put wings on. You know, you're amazing. Anyway, so then we get that stuff loaded up in there. We take down the chicken coop. We do have one chicken left. I haven't heard from Mark yet. So the chicken's staying in this little dog cage, and she's loving it because I pick her up and hold her, and she talks to me. And yeah, so she's liking her little coop there. We'll take down the chicken coop, and we'll get everything else put away. Hey, Sarah. Oh, kidney stones are easy to get rid of, Sarah. Let me address that here in a second, sweetie. All right, so we get everything moved in. Something's burning. Something's burning.
Not here.
Well, it's burning out there then. I smell plastic burning. Hey, Christy. All right, so once we get everything put into... Yeah, something's burning. Once we get everything put into a storage unit, then we'll have to unload everything from here, everything from the RV, and put those in containers, you know, like our clothes and all that, because they're going to take it. So we'll have the shed, but right now we're looking around. Pam says she smells it too. We're looking around for one of those, you know, shed to cabin type things, or another trailer, or a mobile home, or anything. We're looking for anything that we can put on the property that we can live in besides this little 10 by 12 shed, because winter's coming. And even though I don't mind staying in the shed, and during the summer it'd be fine because I could take showers outside, because somebody, some sweet little angel, bought me a little pop-up thing with a shower so I can go out and take a shower. But I can't imagine doing that in the winter. And you can't do it inside the shed, so we're kind of in trouble there. So if we can find some kind of small shed or tiny home, and someone will let us, because we won't have the RV payment anymore, and we don't have the truck payment anymore, which means we should be able to afford one payment for some kind of housing, right? Right. So that's what we're doing. I can't check it out in a few minutes, hon. I can't use my phone on live and then check my email. So I can do it when I'm done. But I'll get back to you guys, I promise. But Sarah, if you have kidney stones, do you think it's the light out there, honey? You think it's burning the plastic?
I'll go check.
Kidney stones are easy to get rid of. All you got to do is apple cider vinegar and lemon. Take a teaspoon of that every morning with warm water, and you'll get rid of, you'll tear up your kidney stones. You won't have them anymore. But make sure you drink a lot of water, and you won't have to go to the doctor if you do that. Okay? Anyway, so the dogs are being bad. Bella tried to kill the chicken yesterday, and she got spanked. She wants in the house now. She's afraid Mama's mad at her. Of course, I was mad at her. We still haven't gotten rid of the far infrared sun. Well, someone's got to come pick that up. Yeah, someone's got to come pick that up. My son's coming this weekend. He's going to try to fix the side-by-side, get that done. You know, my bounce-around thing I got going on out there. They still haven't picked up. You know what happened? You guys are going to laugh. This is so funny. We were in Fort Smith, right? We went out there to get some, you know, to turn that vehicle back in. And we got a phone call from the guy that's picking up the tractor, right? And he said, "Can you guys tell me where the tractor's at?" And I said, "Well, sure, it's right there in the yard." He goes, "Well, I'm sitting in the driveway." He goes, "I don't see it." And I said, "What driveway are you sitting in?" And he said 4751 Spike Ridge Trail. And I was like, well, no, it wouldn't be there. I said, it's in Tallahena, Oklahoma. And he goes, whoops. He was sitting there. I said, how can you be sitting in our old house when they had to deliver it here? I mean, hello. That poor guy. He's like, well, I'm going to have to call you back when I can get out here. Do you find anything, baby? Okay. Anyway. Oh, hi, Christy. Yeah, how's your mama? Anyways, when Denny gets back in here, we'll wait a little bit, but... Had some really good activity lately. Every single person that's come here to help has gotten interactions with these guys. They've gotten whoops, they've gotten mouth pops, they've gotten clicks, they've gotten tree knocks. I mean, an obvious, not a maybe that could be possibly a definite. It was definite, close by, and everybody's head spun around, and it was fun. They must like this weather, huh? So right, you see right there where he's got a flashlight on the front of the side-by-side? You didn't know what? You had a sighting where? What, Mike? I'm not real sure if I'm going. I'm sorry, Christy. We're saying lots of prayers for your mama, sweetie. I'm not sure if I'm going out with Tex or not. We've got so much going on. Remember, I was supposed to have that camp out here, you know what I'm saying? And that was supposed to be in October. But I don't know where I'm going to be yet. So everything. What? You were in Tallahena, Mike? You were not. You better not have been in Tallahena without me. Yeah, everything's up in the air. Depends on what the rash is caused by, Christy. Contact dermatitis, something you ate. You never know. Yeah, tell me what it caused it, and then I'll let you know. If I know. What, Mike? You're killing me. Well, her rash is probably due to her kidneys, sweetie. They do get rash. People do get rashes when they have kidney failure and kidney issues. You can get a rash. A lot of that stuff, the toxins and stuff will come through your skin. She doesn't? Hey, Filmer, how are you? Long time no see. Welcome back. Hey, I'm still standing. This isn't gonna break me. Quinn, you're funny. Oh my gosh, my stomach hurts so bad. Yeah, I'm living in Tallahena. Tell me you were in Tallahena, Mike. Oh, that's it. You are so grounded. I'm telling you, if you were here... Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm in Tallahena. For now, anyway. Yeah, Filmer, it's actually a river basin. If you follow it up to the Kiamichi, it actually goes straight. Yep, that's what I'm taking, Jamie. It comes down and it weaves down. There's a natural spring or a natural creek. And from the Kiamichi where it dips down above us, it comes right to our front door. But anyway, the place that we're looking at is north of Rattan. It's a nice wooded area. Denny said about 900 yards or 900 feet.
20 acres square.
I'm talking about the people, honey. The house. The neighbor.
We're about 960, 70 feet from the next door neighbor.
900
On
and...
one side, 100 feet from the other one.
There's people on both sides of us?
So one next to us is vacant lot right now.
Hope it stays that way. Yeah, I'm not sure of the internet either. We have to check all that out. But the people down there did say they all have Viasat, so it's the same thing we have now. So let's just hope that the signal's better. Right? So, anyway. So the plan is, like I said, if we get that, they have to drill the well, they have to bring the electricity in, they got to lay some foundation. Then if we find some kind of residence, we can have the residents brought there and then slowly move this stuff out. You know, we'll break down the stuff and just pray from now till then we have no more flooding, no more rain. We'll clean everything up. Hello, Belle. How are you, sweetie? I keep getting cucumbers off my garden, but everything else is just kind of destroyed.
Guy named Filmer Bobcats
Yeah?
said, I saw the pictures of flooding. Is your land near a riverbed?
I just answered that, honey. Yeah, they're beautiful. It's beautiful here. I was just heartbroken when that happened because this place is gorgeous. I absolutely love this property. It's just a shame, you know. Hey, everybody can slam the Corps of Engineers in Oklahoma. Everybody write them letters and tell them to fix the basin of the Kiamichi. Oh, yeah, I know.
We're moving. That's just going to boost the guy who sold us the land.
Yeah, I know.
Money.
Well, I don't look at it that way, baby. I look at it as if someone else is dumb enough to buy the property, they won't get flooded out. Well, hello, how are you? Hi, New York. Yeah, hi, Buckeye. Yeah, it was scary. You know, we were sitting on the steps not knowing, up on the loft, not knowing how much further it was going to go. And then when the hothouse moved, because that hothouse was up on those, you know, those bricks, and it ended up on the side of the camper. Had it moved over a little bit, it'd have knocked this camper probably off its wheels. Off its foundation, I mean. Because remember, they were only up on jacks. Hi, Christy.
Nice to have a night chat again. Tell Jamie I've been harassing you about doing it.
Tell who?
Jamie, I've been harassing you about night chats.
Yeah, do you hear that, Jamie? He has been harassing me, but I'm telling you, I was hurting too bad. There's no way. No, it's not bad, Filmer, because you get these little pellets from the store. You can get them from Lowe's or Atwoods or any place like that. You go, and they're these little pellets. You put them in water, and it kills. It's just some kind of bacteria or something, but the dogs can actually eat it. It's not harmful to animals. They use it on farms, great big farms, and it kills all the mosquitoes. So we've had a few mosquitoes, but
You,
do what?
the ones that like you.
Yeah, uh-huh. Well, hello, Bobby. How are you? No, you can't treat the whole creek. That's true. But if you treat just the area around you, it kills them. They go straight to it. You know, put some of those little traps up around your property and put that stuff in it, and they go right to the water and they die. Of course, my favorite was the bug zapper. Well, I'm glad you're alive. I'm hearing that people are giving you grief. I didn't get to watch it. You'll be in touch Friday? What'd I miss, hon? Are you leaving, Bill? Portal. I don't know. I can't do much about flies. I can't stand flies. I'm going to have to ask God when I get there what was their purpose. All they do is buzz around my head. Well, just make that stuff up I told you about. It'll stop the mosquitoes from biting you. Just buy some lemongrass on Amazon, just pure lemongrass, and put it in a spray bottle and spray it on your body and your clothes. It'll stop.
Bill says he's going to Robert's Cave. He could come here as long as he's got a boat.
You're funny. I love Robbers Cave. There was a piece of property for sale down there by Robbers Cave. Say that again. What did I miss? You can share it here on this channel if you'd like to. You can call in and tell your story. Of course, there's lots of places you can go to if you want. You can go to Bigfoot Odyssey or Mongolian Monster or Texas, Tex. You can go to a lot of places, or Rick's or mine. Any place you want to go, a lot of people will listen to you. They'll let you tell your story. I just don't allow foul language or nastiness. Ooh, Paranormal Portal does all the demonic stuff, and that's scary. You're perfectly welcome to tell your story. No one's going to give you grief about, what you encountered at all. And if they do, shame on them.
And it's demonic, just rebuke it in Jesus' name.
Yep. Yeah, we just don't do politics or foul language, but you're welcome to tell your story on here if you're comfortable. You can either call in or just tell us here, whatever you want to do. Like I said, there's many, many places. And the people that I trust that won't give you any grief are the ones, that I just mentioned. Oh, that'd be me, Filmer. I was talking to a female that I've known for a long time, and she started opening the door to let that demonic stuff in because she thought it was Sasquatch. And she's been cut, she's been scratched, she's been burnt, she's having nightmares, she's losing her absolute marbles. And I've been praying and praying and praying for her because she just flat out refuses to. And I told her the best thing you can do is turn on the Bible on audio tape and just let it run. Just let it run. Turn it up loud and just let it run. Because where God is, the devil cannot be. So anything demonic cannot stay there. Oh. Yeah, scary stuff. Yeah, that's what I said before. The word paranormal or supernatural gets turned because they think, okay, so Jesus and God is supernatural, so that means aliens and cryptids are in the same category. No, they're not. That's a complete different ball game, but people are putting them together, and that's where the problem lies. You have to be able to separate. The Lord told us to be able to separate and divide and understand the difference between, the spirits. It's called discernment. And if you don't have it, it's going to be really hard. Hello, Barry. How are you, sweetie? So, tell me what everyone's doing. What's the difference between a cryptid and an alien? Nothing as far as I'm concerned. They're all cryptic. If we don't understand them, we don't know what they are. To me, it's a cryptid. You guys heard that, right? Hello, come on, babies. Hey, George. Bobby wants to say hi. Right, Bobby? I said between the Lord, that spiritual realm, and cryptid spiritual realm. People are putting those two together, and they don't belong together. In my opinion, they don't belong together. Supernatural is, the word supernatural is different for different people. You see what I mean? Something just got thrown. You better stop throwing stuff. Just say hello. Bad boys. You hear them throwing stuff? Yeah, they got a lot of water. He said that we should be able to discern the spirits. So when someone's talking, yeah, local troop filmer. I call him George. Someone told me his name. They told me what they thought his name was, and they didn't answer. You know what I'm saying? So I call him George, and he responds. So, oh, that'd be nice, Pappy. Hello, Whisper. Oh, hi, Ryan. How are you, sweetie? No, I wish I could. I did tell them I was leaving, and when hubby brought home the pictures and I looked through the pictures, I had no feelings whatsoever. So I don't even know. So what I'll do is I will go out and I will ask. You know, I'll be the next one that goes out there to the property, so I will go out and ask permission. Uh-oh. Be careful, Ryan. Right, Pappy. I'll give you my forwarding address. Come visit. These guys are really nice. To live there, Filmer. If you ask permission and you... Welcome back, Mike. If you ask permission and tell them you'll protect them if they'll protect you, even though you know you can't protect them, but just tell them they have a safe place to go, then that's what has worked for me on the properties that I've been to. I've never had any problems with them. In fact, I pretty often... I mean, I wasn't even here a week before I got activity. They showed themselves pretty quick. But I did, when I got onto, before we bought the property, I did go in and ask their permission.
But you might see Boo up there, that new property.
Yeah.
It's not very far from where we...
Yeah, they do understand your intent. But if they're not close by, say they're out gallivanting around, they're out hunting or something like that, and then they come through that area and find out there's a house there or something else, they don't like change, so sometimes that can cause them to be a little on the upset side. But there has been a lot of, you know, they're knocking trees down and they're building a road, so I don't know. And then hubby said there is a neighbor, you know, down the road, so I'm not real sure, but I still do it anyway. It's just the way I am. But they do understand intent. I don't know how they do it. I think like a dog does. You know, they just pick up the type of person that you are. But like Denny just said, here's a good idea. What if Boo is still in that area we used to be in? You know, up on Sandy's property. If Boo is still in that area, went back to that area where his clan was, then where we're moving to is a hop, skip, and a jump away from there. Filmer, I've only seen 2 of them face to face where I actually saw the face. And the young one that I saw was very childlike and very human. The other one was hard looking and kind of scary, but not ugly. I wouldn't say ugly, because I am like you. I think gorillas and monkeys and stuff, I just think I think they're adorable. You know, I've seen a silverback come at the screen of the window of the place down in the zoo that we went to, and he was really scary. But he was still, when he sat there, he was just beautiful. I thought he was absolutely beautiful. But I love nature. You know, I mean, you gotta love nature, right? Yeah, what is this? Since when do I only have 14 thumbs up? I'm kidding. You guys know I don't care. Thumbs up, thumbs down, don't matter. But wouldn't that be nice if Boo showed up? Yeah, scariness to me isn't... because people have had life-altering PTSD, nightmare, night terrors from just a roar. Never even seeing the creature. So, it just... I think it's more... You don't even have to see one, in other words, to have, you know, your whole paradigm change. It doesn't matter if you see them or not. But when you do see them, it's up to you what you think they actually look like. You know, if one scares you and it's growling at you, of course, to you, that's the most frightening thing in the world, just like if I ran across a bear, you know. Bears are beautiful, but Don't put me in front of a grizzly, I'll die. You know, they're scary looking. But this, like the big one that I saw, you know, he had to be at least 10 foot, at least 10 foot. His face was chiseled out. Hey, Scotty. Thank you, sweetie. His face was chiseled, and he looked rough, and he looked hard. And it didn't scare me to where I had nightmares. I was like, what did I do? You know, I mean,
You just mature.
oh yeah, absolutely. That's exactly what I said about Boo, because his body changed within the 3 years that I was up there. I mean, he changed. He was magnificent. That's exactly, and I had no problem with Boo, and that's why I was very comfortable going out there. And that's one of the reasons why I wasn't afraid even at night by myself in the dark, because he just was awesome. You know, I mean, I miss Boo really bad.
Yeah, but wasn't for him, we might not have survived that other night.
Yeah, I don't think we would have survived had it not been for Boo that night on the property, on Sandy's property. I think we would have been a statistic. But remember, Kevin was with us that night. And all three of us were scared. You're adorable, Sarah. Oh, the dogs are back. Something was around our camper. We had Kevin, you know, from the Glag series, Kevin. We had him up there on the property, and we were spending the weekend up there. And the first night we were up there, we heard the most ungodly, demonic screaming, and something was just, you could feel it when it was running around the camper, and then you heard something else following it, and it was chasing it around. One of my videos has that on it. I don't remember which video it is, but, and it started chasing it around it, and then you can hear it screaming as it ran off, and I'm pretty sure that Boo chased off something that was going to attack our trailer. Excuse me, and all three of us were pretty nervous. And all three of us were armed, and we were facing everything that could open, every door and window that could open. We had someone facing that direction. We were back to back, and we were just, you know, we were on edge, because that was I would never, ever shoot at one of these, but I didn't know what it was. And I knew, and I kind of figured, because the sound of the yelling behind the demonic scream sounded like Boo. So I'm pretty sure that what he did was chasing that thing away. And Boo has also saved me twice from a bear and a big cat up there. He growled at me to make me and the kids back up, and we did.
So what happened when you backed up?
Well, we almost fell over that stupid log. Yeah, I miss Kevin too. We're losing a lot of researchers. Hi, Luna. Well, I had taken Gabe and Lizzie up there. We were up there one weekend, and we were heading out to take some pictures. And as yeah, they're passing away. As we were heading out there, I heard some movement, and then I saw a dark, you know, figure up, you know, pretty far ahead of us. But then all of a sudden, as we kept walking, we got growled at. So I stopped the two kids, and I started just to slowly back up. And I told Lizzie to go back into the trailer, but told Gabe to stay with me. And we were close enough to the trailer where I could watch her go back, but I wouldn't let them. I made them walk backwards. So while my head was on a swivel, the kids were walking backwards. And yeah, I know, me too, Filmer. And then I kind of knelt down a little bit because I saw it again, and there, probably about 40, 50, you know, feet in front of us was a black bear. But the growl that we got was not a black bear. The growl was from Boo. He was stopping us from going back there. And he's done that more than once. So where some people, like I said, some people consider these things to be evil and demonic, I don't think they're all that way. I'm sure there's some rogues. I'm sure there's some species or subspecies of these that are just downright like the Gugway. Yeah. Well, there's a lot of stuff going on right now, and people need to be very careful before they go out searching for anything. That's one of the things one of the reasons, yeah, that's one of the reasons why this trip to Brown Springs with Tex is something that I will have to spend a lot of time in prayer over. Yeah, his name is Mark Filmer, and it almost destroyed him. But they also, like I said, I don't agree with the EVPs, and I don't agree with the stuff that you bring out there, because you're no longer dealing with just Sasquatch. You're dealing with other entities, and that's just downright scary. You're not prepared. If you're prepared and you have no problem doing it, my suggestion is you better be awful armed before you go out, because they follow you home. There's a lot of people that you can ask, and they will tell you. Yeah, I believe the Sasquatch are created. You know, I believe Sasquatch are created. The other things are not. I think those are kind of, twisted.
Demonic, if they're demonic, they were still created.
No, I'm talking about the twisted stuff.
I think that's just twisted spirits.
So do I. Because remember, angels were created. Exactly, Pappy. And like I said, if you don't know what you're doing, you can ask Miss Martha. She's studied this stuff. And talk to her about it. She can tell you. There's a lot of stuff out there that we are not familiar with, and people's eyes are being opened, but they're not ready. There's a lot of people that aren't even ready to see a Sasquatch. So why would you open the door to see something demonic? Exactly, Filmer. Yeah, I watched that video a long time ago. Something like 8 years ago I saw Sid Roth, and he explained what happened to him in his life. And I've watched a lot of those, and some of those are pretty creepy if you think about it. So it's not like this stuff is new. It's been around forever. But people are making choices. Now they're claiming to be Christians, but they're going out there seeking demonic spirits. It makes no sense. Jesus even made the comment. He goes, "How long am I going to be with you? You know, why do I have to keep teaching you what you have to do? You have to plead the blood of Jesus over, the stuff that's going on. You have to use his name, because where he is, the other ones cannot be. But you go out there and just think that you're going to throw holy water on something that's going to stop, you're wrong." Exactly. That's exactly it. They do it from lack of knowledge. But also remember, the Bible says in the end times, many hearts will fail them from fear. Amen, Filmer. So anybody that wants to go out, because it's just not Sasquatch anymore, and it's just not, okay, hon, it's just not going out there and having an encounter, because a lot of people really want that encounter. I don't really believe they're doing it as an adrenaline rush, and I don't think they're doing it because they want to actually have an encounter. They want to prove or disprove to themselves. Right, Pappy? So they go out there, but they don't know what they're going, because they're listening to all these people, and sure, there are some similarities to the stories, but everybody takes it differently. You know what I mean? Just because you and I see the same thing doesn't mean we're going to handle it the same way. Doesn't mean we'll put it and bury it where it belongs in the same way. Doesn't mean that one may cry and the other one might scream and the other one might faint and the other one might die. I mean, the other one might laugh. It does no good to try to put it into one category. You just can't.
Remember, demons tremble at the sound of his name.
Yes, exactly. Study to show thyself approved, rightly able to divide the word. Exactly. And I'm like I said, the the Bible clearly speaks about end times and the stuff that's going to happen. Okay, so yeah, right, Mike. Make sure you really want to see one because it's different. Anyway, the my biggest problem is the expeditions that want to go out to areas unknown. Let's go to this new place and check this out. You know, that's just, to me, that's just the biggest mistake ever. I think that's how some people come up missing. You know, you have no idea. You have no idea. She had a bad one, what, Christy? Exactly, Pappy. That's why I said you have to be prayed up. You have to make sure. What is that noise, honey?
Buddy.
The mouse is back?
Yeah, he's down there around the electric.
Oh, great. Yeah, you know, the Lord said our spiritual eyes could not be opened. We couldn't handle it. And that's very true. Some people think they can. But, you know, I know a lot of people that in the beginning they were, you know, they were saying, you know, I can do this and I'm not afraid and blah, 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 blah. And now all of a sudden they're gone. They're no longer on chats. You know, they no longer talk to anybody. You know, it's destroyed them. It's absolutely destroyed them. Read your Bibles, guys. I'm just saying. Read your Bible. Stay in the Word. Make sure that you are armed for anything that's possibly... Let's not talk about when crap hits the fan. It's hitting the fan now. We are in it. We're not waiting for it to happen. We are in it. So that means we need to be prayed up. And what did he say we were supposed to use? Okay, what is our strength? Our strength is his word.
The whole armor of God.
Yep. Put on your armor every day. Read your Bible. So those words are written on your heart so you can bring them up when you need to. You know, stand fast to the liberty which Christ has set you free. Okay, Pappy. Yes, you put on the helmet of salvation, the shield of faith, the breastplate of righteousness. Gird your loins with truth, shod your feet in preparation of the gospel of peace, and the sword in the Spirit, which is the word of God. Now you're armed. You put on your armor. Hey, Chris. I pray for this property every single night that we are protected. I pray for the animals. I pray for my family. And I pray for protection. And I said, let all that eyes can see the guardian angels standing around with their flaming swords so they stay away from us. You know? This is not time to play games. This is not time to walk away. You need to stand up now and realize that the stuff that's happening is all been written, all been foretold. It's not time for people to be afraid. You know, now's when you need to pull up your big girl britches or big boy britches and stand firm in your belief and take people with you. You know, if they start talking trash, don't add to it. Don't succumb to it. Turn around, walk away. Just remember, what does light have to do with darkness? They don't. They cannot be in the same place, correct? You can be a light in the darkness, and that's what the Lord wants us to do. Right. Well, Dee Doss and I were talking about the veil because a lot of people were discussing the veil being torn. And, you know, I just said, you know, the veil is Jesus. You know, that's what the veil is. When he died and it was the veil was torn, was rent. Okay, if you look it up and if you understand it, that's Jesus. So, and that's the revelation. You know, we're supposed to be united in our faith, and that's not what's happening. People are looking at it the other paranormal, the other supernatural instead of the way it's supposed to be. There's the trick right there, and is where it lies. That's a thin line between those two, and it's easy to get lost if you're not reading your Bible and understanding what it means. Yeah, they are affected by what they see. Remember, you know, what's the biggest thing that'll fail us? It'll be our heart. It's the most deceptive of all, you know, and your eyes can play tricks on you. You know, like I said, there can be 10 of us in the room seeing the same thing, and when you ask us later on, we have different, you know, or it could be just slightly, but we have different opinions of what we saw. I'm never going to change, guys. I'm going to stay this way. There's going to be a lot of people that are going to leave this channel because of what I'm saying, and that's fine. Because I believe, like I told Mr. Doss, it's not time for these what ifs. You either preach what you know and share what you know and pull people in and make sure that you edify each other, you help each other, you bring each other up, you help them through hard times. You either do that, you know, or you walk away. You're sitting on the fence. And if you sit on the fence, the Lord said, you know, that he will spew a lukewarm Christian out of his mouth. Hi, Linda. Welcome. So there it is in a nutshell. You know, I don't want to be that person at all. And I've been on fire for the Lord for 20 years. But I won't argue with anyone. You know, I got a big mouth. I just say what I say. Yeah, well, look at it this way. Look at it this way, Filmer. If you are walking into a room full of people and someone, and maybe there's one or two people that you don't like very much, but say it's your birthday party and they decide to put a blindfold on you. When they walk you into that room and they take the blindfold off, what you see is a mass of people collectively, and then your cake and birthday presents. You didn't have an opportunity to check out everything, looking at every face on the way in. It changes your whole, because if you did and you spotted one person you didn't like, it wouldn't be the same when you got to your presence. You know, I mean, I know that's very childish to say it that way, but it's how it is. It's how we perceive things. We've got to get out of the old world where we need to be like the Joneses and everything's about money and everything's about power and status, and get back to the point where it's about love and it's about taking care of each other. Oh, even through all this flood stuff that we're going through, my heart was breaking for people with fires. How on earth can you stay in your own little miserable corner? It just doesn't work that way. You just can't. Especially if you're praying, because if you're praying, the Lord puts it on your heart for somebody else. And then, you know, I'm sure you guys have all heard this. Hey, Tom. I'm sure you guys have all heard this, that if you lined up a bunch of people and you saw their issues, you'd keep your own. You know, you keep your own problems. You just don't want their problems. It's easier because guess what? You're familiar with yours. How you doing, Tom? Excuse me. And you know what bothers me the most about this whole thing? I'm stressing myself out, and I shouldn't stress myself out. I'm not worried about dying. I'm not worried about the end. I'm not worried about the cryptids. I'm not worried about any of that kind of stuff. I'm not worried about finding a new place to go. My stress level comes from not knowing, you know, not having answers. And I do that to myself all the time. And I stress out. Because I'm sitting here tapping my fingers going, okay, Lord, let's go, hurry up. You know, I need an answer. And he just laughs at me. And I got confirmation after confirmation. You guys are going to love this. Psalm 47. Be still, be still, be still, be still, and know that I am God. In other words, he's telling me to shut up. Oh, well, lazy is good once in a while, Tom. Especially when you're healing. Where you going, baby?
Trying to catch that mouse.
You can't catch the mouse.
He's out there underneath the cabinet. Where the ice.
You guys are my family. Oh, yeah, sis, that's what I'm saying. And I'm getting it from a lot of people. They're telling me, and even when I was listening to my Bible tapes, be still and know that I am God. I'm like, okay. And one time I swear, I mean, as God is my witness, I verbally heard him say, D, shut up. D, I didn't see your comment, Chris. Sorry, but I will call you, sweetie. Are you leaving, Jamie? Are you leaving me? I need a haircut. There's hairs in my eyeballs. Hey, Brandon. You can't leave, Jamie. Bad girl. I'm telling. Good night, Jamie. Love ya. I'll talk to you soon. Yeah, Scotty, that's what I heard. Honestly, I really did hear him tell me be quiet. Okay, sweetie. Bye, Chris. Bye, Jamie. Love you too. Well, my hair is not long, but I have a lot of it, and it irritates me because it's always in my eyes. I'd have to actually shave my head for it to stop doing that, but it's all getting to be one length now, so I'll be able to put it up in a ponytail and leave it alone. If I don't cut it first. What property in Mina? What are you talking about, Brandon?
Nothing to do with our.
Yeah, I don't want to live in Arkansas. I want to rather live in Oklahoma. The rules are better here. But what property in Mina? The one we were looking at a year ago?
Especially Scott County.
Oh, I know. I was looking for a property, Brandon, right on the border, right on the other side of Mina. To where like Robert Dodson was. And I couldn't find any property there that had even the possibility of having water and electricity. All of it was, landlocked basically. Because I have a hard time with the politics in Arkansas. I've gotten more done since we've been in Oklahoma with my Social Security, with everything else, than I've done in Arkansas.
Plus, that's in Scott County.
Yeah. Yeah, I met Keith Crabtree too when I was in Honeby. He's a really nice guy. Easy to talk to. Hey, George. Okay, Hannah. Knock, knock. Don't say who's there. Don't do it. Don't you do it. Yeah, Bretton Soren died, passed away. Robert Dawson passed away. Kevin passed away. Two guys in Florida passed away. And then someone just passed away just recently, and I can't remember his name. Dang it. And then one of the researchers in Oklahoma just passed away, 2 weeks ago? He lived there right... Do you know where... what was it called? Fafa or... I can't remember the name of that place. Did you hear that? Woo, woo. Yeah, he was. Put your headphones on, guys. They're here. George? Woo, woo. Hi, Darth. God bless you too, sweetie. Thank you. That's our side-by-side. It just has a flashlight on it. Yeah, I can't remember the name of the stupid road, though. I know exactly where he lived. I could drive it to you. I could drive there, but I don't remember the name of the road. Fafa or dang it. Something like that. But anyways, when you get past Mina, you get into that little small town past Mina.
Where the prison is. Right?
No.
Before that?
Yeah, if you take 71 south and you go all the way past Mina, you'll hit a real small town, and I can't remember the name of the small town, where you make a right there, and he was only about maybe about 4 miles in. I know exactly where he was. It said his address was Mina, but I'm sure, I mean, I know he was right on around the border. And that's why I wanted to go to that. Yeah, I know he did have DM down there. I wanted to go to that thing this weekend. There's one in Mina. There's a conference in Mina this weekend. And that's where I wanted to go. I had planned on going till all this stuff happened. Now it's too late to even get a camping spot because they're all taken up. No, Filmer, I don't think you should shoot anything unless your life's completely in danger, because where there's one, there's more. You won't win.
And besides, you can rebuke them in Jesus' name.
Yeah, you can rebuke them, and they have a tendency not to like that name. I'm pretty sure they said that he died of cancer, right? Brenton Son. That's what Robert Dodson had too. And that's what the other guy down in Oklahoma did too. He had cancer. I don't take out my gun unless my intent is to shoot. And people ask if I carry when I'm in the woods. Absolutely, I do. No, they don't like the name of Jesus. Mm-mm-mm. And there's plenty of videos out there that where people have called in and told their stories. And the one guy, and I think this was on Wes Germer's channel I was listening to, he said that this thing came at him like a bull, and he wet himself. He dropped to his knees and he started praying, and when he looked up, the thing had taken off. It was gone. He said it was right there. It was going to tear him apart. He knew it was going to tear him apart. He knew he was going to die. So he called on the name of Jesus, started praying, and the thing just was gone instantly. It just turned tail and run. So that's not the first time I've heard that. I've heard that more than once. They do not like the name of Jesus.
And that's when you free your guardian angel to do something.
Yep. You call on your guardian angels to stand around you and protect you with their flaming swords. No, I didn't, Brandon. That was the hard part. Remember, you and I were talking about that before. My grandkids finally started opening up the door, and people started talking about their Sasquatch experience, but then we left. And I had told the guy across the street, my neighbor there, that the activity that he was having was a Sasquatch, you know, and so he was like, now that makes sense. So he didn't even rebuke that. Texas. Yeah, I'm hoping to go to Brown Springs. I'm gonna put that before the Lord, see if I'm going to Brown Springs or not. Huh? What do you mean you know I'm not supposed to? Denny. I couldn't really tell you. I know that I plead the blood of Jesus over this property, and if I do, there's no way they can come that close and to here. They just couldn't be here. They would all leave, in my opinion. I really think that they couldn't be here. I am adamant about my protection over this property in Jesus' name. Which one, Brandon? The guy I was talking to? My neighbor? Or are you talking about the guy that had the DM experience? Because I don't know his name. I think it was on Wes Germer's channel. And I don't even remember what state he was in. All I know is that this thing came at him like a raging bull. Good night, Carol and Bill. God bless you. Hopefully, you know, we get settled someplace and I will have another meet and greet.
Nice piece of property too.
No, what? I think I'm misunderstanding what you're asking, Brandon. When the chat goes by so fast, I miss bits and pieces. Yeah, exactly, Filmer. Yeah, I don't do haunted houses. I stay away from the paranormal stuff like that. I just don't want nothing to do with it. DM do not like the name of Jesus at all. Good night, Sarah. God bless you. I'll answer the email when I'm done with this, hon. Yeah, DM don't. They do not like the name of Jesus. Oh yeah, I've had that encounter too. When I was a kid, there was a lot of stuff like that happened. Trust me, I was raised in because I was not raised in a church. I didn't know anything about. I'd never even heard of God until I got married, basically, except for the foul words associated with them back then. But I never darkened the door of a church. You know, my mom didn't raise us in church, and my mom did a lot of Ouija board and tarot cards and going to seers all the time. And we had my grandmother's house, we had a big old fire back there one night, and they were trying to burn a painting. And this guy that got burnt, when he went to the hospital, there was 5 claw marks down the front of his chest, and they actually took his shirt, because the shirt didn't torch and catch on fire, it just had 5 claw marks down the front of it. They actually took that shirt and put it in a glass enclosed like picture frame and kept it. Man, what the heck was that? I certainly hope that was a dog. I didn't hear anything.
What?
I just saw something in the backyard.
Big?
Yeah. About the size of Tank.
Huh?
About the size of Tank, but I didn't hear him.
It's in the shed probably.
Well, something was just there. I just saw it.
The tank here's, he'll be up there.
Not if it's the big guys. He'll be quiet. Yeah. I'll bet you that's it, too. Well, that's why I want nothing to do with it. I was raised with that stuff, and I know exactly what you can do. Exactly. That's what I just said, Filmer. I just saw that. Anybody else see that? I just got notification. Did somebody else go live? No, I don't have any other lights. You hear that? Oh, DDoS is live? What a brat. DDoS, BDRP. Hey, Patricia, how are you, sweetie? Good night, Linda. God bless you. B is in boy, BDRP. That's DDoS. That's the Bigfoot Dogman Research Project. He's a good Christian guy. Anybody that pops over there, tell him I said hello. Please. Yeah. Yeah, and I think he changed the name of the channel a couple times. Whoever just hit me with Messenger, I can't read it. If I do, I'll lose the live chat. All right, hair, you're about ready to get cut off. Oh, I can't cut my hair. Winter's coming. I'm gonna need it to keep my ears warm. You know, I still have 5 hats sitting here that I've never mailed out that I made. I felt bad after I sent Rick his because it was so big. I hear. Listen. Shh. I just make beanies that have a Sasquatch emblem on them. I crochet them. I can help you with that, Patricia. Hello? Hey, George. Knock, knock. Email me, hon, and then I'll call you. Email me your phone number, and then I'll give you a call. Oh, I don't like getting older. I found this hair on my chin. I was like, what is this? Pulled it out. It hurt, too.
That'd be hard for me.
EMTDEE04@yahoo.com. Thank you, Martha. Miss Martha just put it. Oh, yeah, depending on what kind of diabetes, a lot of times it is reversible. You can get it under control if it's bad, but you can actually reverse it if it's a certain type. Is that you making that noise?
No.
You guys hearing that? Thought that was Denny. Hello? You gonna talk to me? George? Knock, knock.
Martha let my winter great legs grow too.
I know, she's funny. I'm waiting. I'm just waiting. And it's good to watch what you eat anywhere. I think, you know, a lot of people would be a lot healthier if they, you know, they change their diets just a hair.
That seems fine.
Alien head in the light? No. No. Well, don't let them put you on medication yet. Don't go into the light. Just email me first, hon, and we'll go over it. Oh, this is getting irritating. My stomach hurts so bad. Yeah, I'm not sure I'll be able to go, Tom, because now the finances are so bad. Yeah, I've had stomach issues for 5 years. They don't know what it is yet. But anyway, with all the things we have to do, because they're only going to give us a couple weeks to get out of here. We have so much to do. Yeah, that's why I said change your diet. Don't go on a diet. Diets always fail, but change. It's a lifestyle change. Trust me, there's some really good food out there. Try some wild edibles. They are good for you. We got flooded, Filmer. Went through a flash flood and I lost my truck. We lost the trailer, and the insurance company is taking them both. So we can't stay here because we'll just get flooded again. So we're looking for another piece of property. I think we found one, but now we have to find something to live in. I mean, like I said, if it was summertime, I wouldn't mind living in the shed. It's, you know, what, a 10 by 12, Denny? I wouldn't mind living in the shed because I can always take a shower outside, but winter's coming and I don't see that being a possibility. So, well, I should be a little bit nervous about where, you know, what we're going to live. I'm not really nervous. You know, I'm trusting the Lord to guide us in the right direction. And I know He'll put it on someone's heart to lead us in the right direction for what kind of residence we'll live in. Whatever it is. I don't really care, you know, I'm not picky. I just honestly told the Lord I just don't want to be in another RV. I'm so tired of hurting myself in this place because it's so small. You know, I hit my head all the time or my elbows because and it's not a small RV either. So maybe I'm just being spoiled, or maybe I'm just being something, but I'd much rather have a cabin, you know, an actual.
You want to move into a mansion of 1,000 feet, right?
I want to move into the mansion up in heaven. Yeah, we found another piece of property. It's somewhere close to Rattan. But I haven't been able to look at it yet. Denny's already gone to look at it. One of us has to stay here because of our robbing neighbors.
Remember what I said about the tree?
Yeah. And then hubby said he saw a tree.
I asked for God to give me a sign of what property to get.
Oh, yeah. Okay, why don't you just tell the story?
And then there was the tree.
You got to speak up so they can hear you.
I said I went on the way there. I asked God to show me which property He wanted us to get, if this was it. And when I got there, out in the middle of the field, it has nothing but cedars and pines everywhere. But in the middle of this field, clearing, there's this one tree that looked similar to a cross, but it had other branches too. But the biggest main branches looked that way. And it had white bark.
Well, so did you guys hear that?
Did not fit with anything else there.
So did you guys hear what he said? So he believes that was from the Lord, and that was the Lord telling us that's our property. So the realtor did say that he would swap it, you know, even. We would stop throwing stuff. Okay, he said that he asked the Lord to give him a sign about it being the right property. And when he got on the property, there was a field there, and all the trees are cedars or pine trees, and all of a sudden there's a tree in the middle of the field, and the branches were shaped like a cross, and the tree bark was white. And Denny took that as a sign from the Lord that that was our property. So, and the realtor is willing to,
Itself
yeah, it was all by itself, and it didn't match the other trees that were around it
in a big field.
in a big field. So the realtor is willing to lay down about 3 inches of ground cover so we can put something on it. They're also willing to pull in electricity to it. Hey, Ramona. Love you. Good night. And they're going to dig a well. But I told Denny he had to call them today and get them started because the insurance company only gave us 2 weeks after they give us the balance of the RV here for them to come take the RV. So we only have basically about 2.5 weeks before we have to be out of here. Give Richard a big hug from us, Ramona. Love you, hun. Oh. I'm going to have to wear this heating pad around my stomach 24/7. Oh, cool, Tom. Well, like I said, I'll be probably down there by Rattan. I'm not real sure where I'm going to be when, but just call me, Tom. If we haven't left here by then. Because, I mean, time's going by really fast. Yeah, she's praying for Richard. 20 acres, just like this one. Love you, Ramona. You'll be okay, sweetie.
It's gonna be fine.
Those little things that you're hearing is them throwing things at the window. As the crow flies from here, well, how long did it take you to get there, Denny?
I don't know, it's from downtown, it only took maybe 15, 20 minutes.
Okay, so it's about an hour and 15 minutes from here. So I would say probably, huh?
Further south.
Yeah, I'd probably say maybe 60 miles from here. Pappy has some wonderful poems. I mean, seriously. Here's a light. You guys see the light? Woo, 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 woo. Hello out there. It would be, oh, I'm just so excited. What if I get Boo back? Just keep throwing stuff. I hear you. Whatever they're tossing, they're small, and they're tossing multiples of them. So this is funny. Pain pumps for the, I don't know. It depends, Scotty. Yeah, I will, Martha. The neighbors do. They have a satellite just like we have here, so I'm just hoping that the signal is better down there than here. We're at higher elevation there too than here. This one's 600 and what?
That's 600 feet.
This is about 600 feet above sea level, and that area, I went on the topo map and it's 800 and something, so we're higher.
And no rivers by.
Yeah, and no rivers. They have another piece of property that they're selling that says, "Oh, you're a hop." Yes, okay, Scotty. You're only a hop, skip, and jump away from the Kiamichi River, and I was like, nope. Well, they're not talking right now, Patricia, but they're tossing stuff. They never throw anything big. Hi, Jeff. Good night. God bless you too. Yeah, we're praying. Go to sleep. Knit. Hey, Egg. How are you? How's things going on the farm?
Woodburger Farm. Losing more chickens.
Yeah, hop, jump, and swim. That's right, Scotty.
Got a chicken if it is.
No, he can't have that chicken. That chicken loves me now.
You gotta sleep with it.
Nope. That is the first chicken I've had that talks to me. I mean, that thing just goes on and on and on and on and on. Besides the dog. Poor puppy got stuck in the trap. When we lived in Greenwood, the cats would get stuck in the traps that we set out for the possums. Oh yeah, you have a lot of work to do with that firewood. You're taking those trees down by yourself, Rick? "20 acres, Brandon. Just like here. But instead of it being elongated like this one, it's actually square instead of a, rectangle. Okay, Tom. Rick, are you taking down those trees by yourself? For firewood? You're scaring me now, you know that, don't you?
Talking to me?
Nope. What is wrong with you? I didn't know if you were going to hire somebody to cut down the trees or if you were going to do it yourself. I love trees. I hate cutting down trees. But there's so many dead ones, especially around here. A lot of these just they would have had to gone if we stayed here. We would have had to take them down because they were just widow makers. Well, maybe you can find somebody to work for eggs. Yeah, before we left Greenwood, I told the guy that bought our house that he's going to have to pay to have that big tree taken down. Everybody kept warning us that that thing was going to end up taking the kitchen out. Remember on the back porch, I showed you guys that big tree? It got awful quiet out there. Where'd you hear that, Pappy? What's Dee talking about? Anybody go over there? Oh, yeah, I'm sure they would, Martha. I can hear you. Oh, okay. Is he just having a conversation, or has he got a topic tonight? Or is the topic supernatural? Come on. Uh-oh. Sounds like hubby's ready to go to sleep. I'm waiting. Nature, sunshine, intestinal soothe. I'm taking some different mushrooms. I just started them yesterday. Yeah. Yeah, I heard about that, Rick. That's ridiculous. This is getting out of control. When are people going to wake up? There's movement out there. Trying to see where the dogs are. The dogs are in the shed. Yeah, it really is, Rick, that you can't trust the news. That they have to lie just to keep ratings. Hey, Denny, that light is still on in the chicken, where the chicken is. It didn't go off. I'm sure I would too, Patricia. Oh, keep him in our prayers. Sadly, this stuff is going to keep happening until someone makes it stop. I think people need to band together and make this garbage stop. And just say enough. And then the headline on Facebook, which I don't, I don't go on Facebook very often. I have to look for stuff on there once in a while. But this big headline popped up when I opened up Facebook today that said President Trump is declaring the United States anarchy. And I was like, what? What? That word just sets people off, gets people going. Good night, Rod. God bless you. Yeah, mine too. That's the same that happens to mine, Rod. Yeah, Facebook is right. YouTube's the same way. All these platforms are the same way. Good night, Filmer. God bless you, hon. See you again on the next one, hopefully. We'll try again tomorrow to go out and redo that video and see if I can't post it. But my internet's the same way because we're on satellite. They cut us down when we meet a certain data, and then everybody else is before us. They kind of push us on the back burner, so usually I don't have any internet at all. In fact, I'm surprised I'm able to go live. usually hubby and I sit there and we want to watch, you know, something on YouTube, and it just buffers and buffers and buffers and buffers. Anybody heard from Mark Livewire yet? Good night, Rod. God bless you. Much love from the family. It's by Rattan, Mike. It's north of Rattan.
About 8 miles south of Antlers.
Not south.
Yeah, or east.
It's east, not south.
All right, east.
It's about 8 miles east of Antlers, but then you go back and head north. Good night, Rick. God bless you, hon. Sure do miss your live chats. Good night, Tom. Love you too. I'll go ahead on Messenger and give you my phone number. Call me tomorrow if you get a chance. Yeah, you're funny, Rick. Egg. Tell him, Pappy. Can't you guys just see Rick out there trying to cut down those trees by himself? Oh, my word. Was that you? Denny. Denny.
What?
Was that you?
No. I'm not doing anything.
Okay, well, I heard it again.
What?
That noise out there. You heard it too, Martha? I don't know what that was. That's why I'm watching. I can't really see anything, but it's really dark out there. I can't even see the tree line. Yeah, thump. I know when the dogs move around in the shed out there, I already know that noise, but this sounded like, I don't know what it sounded like. Right, exactly. Something bumped into something. The dogs aren't barking, so. Our new neighbors, somebody bought that land that floods. Oh my gosh. That's one that well, listen to what I'm saying. He told us that the property next to us floods, but somebody bought that property. They've been using a chainsaw all day, and they have a drone, and I walked outside just in time to see there's a drone taking off back to his property, and the dogs were going bonkers. And then they have a dog, and the dog was just barking and barking and barking. And my fear was my dogs would go after him. I told Denny, if those people keep staying here doing work, we're going to have to lock the dogs up, because I don't need a confrontation with the new neighbors. Directly across from us in the back, straight back. Whoa. You guys probably didn't hear that, but I just heard a huh. Very faint. See, heard it again. And they threw something. Oh yeah, he's getting new property too. He stopped making payments on that property and told them they want their money back. Excuse me. So I don't know how that's going to work, but they're definitely finding new property. But I guess they have two more guys now, because there's two guys that brought the property together behind us, Troy and Tim. Now there's two more there are four of them going together to buy another piece of property, and I don't know where it's going to be yet. Yeah, they're tossing stuff at the RV. Like I said, it's small. They're small things they're throwing, but Come on, George. Hello? George. Knock, knock. Just one tree knock. It's too funny. I can sit on the front, in the front, on the chair, and I have a wooden table out there, and I'll hit the table, I'll knock twice, and they'll knock in the woods. It's funny. It absolutely is funny. No, they're not shy. Watch out for that tree. Well, like I said, guys, this is going to be an adventure. I don't know what all is ahead of us. Again, thank you everybody who has sent your prayers and finances. I asked everybody to stop sending money until we move, because when we move, that's when we're really going to need the help. It paid for the money that everybody sent, paid for groceries, paid for us to replace some of the supplies that we needed and some of the things that got washed away. But if we do end up getting anything other than another camper, we won't have even a bed. We won't have anything. We'll have a mattress, but we won't have a bed. We won't have a refrigerator or stove. We won't have anything. So please don't send any more money. You know, don't send anything. Just keep praying that we find the right place and that we're able to get someplace before winter. You know, well, not before winter. I mean, when we're supposed to move, that we get the right place. But thank you so much. Everybody that sent, I don't care what you sent. It was just, it made Denny and I both cry. I mean, literally. We were just so, we feel so blessed that we have such a big family and that, you know, people care about us. It's just phenomenal. And I can't say thank you enough. I'm just going to keep saying it. It just doesn't feel right. You know, thank you just doesn't feel like it's good enough. But that's all I can say. You know, you guys are a big blessing to us. You've helped us out so many times. And it just feels so awkward. It feels so awkward. Good night, Scotty. Don't forget to email me, hun. Another spider on the floor. Every time I light my lighter, I'm not lighting a cigarette. I am watching a jumping spider on the floor. There are cigarettes in between, but not every time I light it am I lighting a cigarette. Those jumpers are... I've got a jumper on the side-by-side that actually comes out. Hey, Chris. Oh, you're so sweet. You're so sweet. I can't wait. I know that that's going to be major when we get ready to move, because of all the stuff that we have to rebuild the chicken coops and rebuild the garden. Just, yeah, it'll be something for us to do. I'm just hoping we can get it done before winter hits. I love how the Lord puts people together. And you guys don't forget to keep, you know, just because I'm going through stuff doesn't mean that you got to stop telling me what your prayers, what your prayer requests are. You know, because all of us pray every single night. I know everybody in here, there's a lot of prayer warriors. So you keep telling us, giving us your prayer, you know, requests, and we'll keep adding them to it. Sometimes you got to get a little bit more specific, you know. So if you need financial help, you got to state you need financial help, or, you know, prayer for a surgery, or prayer for your kids, or there's a lot of kids out there that are making me crazy. I don't know what planet they come from, but they certainly have changed since I raised my children. I'd actually go to jail today because some of these kids need to be turned over your knee. I think people forgot how to spank their children. I'm certainly not talking about... Oh, I'll give you a recipe, Patricia, for some cookies you can eat that you're going to love. I'm not talking about beating your children, but I'm definitely talking about spanking. Boy, I got the worst look on the planet from some lady in Walmart when I popped my granddaughter on the backside in the store because she wouldn't stop touching stuff. And she was like, oh my gosh. It's like I beat her or something. People are making me crazy as far as that's concerned. All right, I know you're out there. Well, Sarah, like I said, apple cider vinegar and lemon. 1 teaspoon in the morning and 1 teaspoon before you go to bed. But just start out with 1 teaspoon in the morning and flush with water all day. You'll get rid of the kidney stone. I've had plenty. But we'll definitely keep you in prayer, sweetie. Needless to say, I have not done anything on the book. I haven't done anything on the audio for my, because I did start, I have them written down, my promises of God. I need a quiet day. I need to find some background, you know, like my crickets. Like a night like tonight would be perfect if I did the promises of God because you'd have the crickets in the background. But I need complete silence to be able to read it. And I think it's only going to last probably about 20 minutes, maybe a little bit longer. Well, thank you for the kind words, Quinn. No, I'm not a vegetarian. Nope, I like meat. Wild hog, fresh deer sausage, bacon. Oh yeah, no veggie for me. I love vegetables, don't get me wrong. Almost every vegetable out there I love. My favorite right now is avocados. Well, that's actually a fruit, but you know what I mean. I love veggies. Sorry, I'm watching. Bella? Tank? Bacon! That's because I love bacon. Here's what's weird. Even with my stomach issues, they tell me not to eat stuff like that. But I can eat bacon, it doesn't hurt my stomach. Cheetos. Yeah, there's a bag of Cheetos in there. I had like 4 of them. It made me really sick, so I can't eat them. But I can eat peanut butter crackers. Hey, Tim. How are you, sweetie? What time is it anyway? It's only 11 o'clock. Tim's still awake. Yeah, it's 11 o'clock here. It's pretty early. See how quiet it is here? Just like on the property in Greenwood. I'm pretty sure that when we move, it's going to be quiet there too. The crows were going crazy today. Can you hear that walking? Okay, Mike. I hear walking. Hello? George? Tell me you guys heard that. Just like 2 steps. I love the quiet too. It was just 2 steps. I heard crunch, crunch, and then that was it. See, listen. can't see a thing. Well, I stopped putting the recorder out because it doesn't do me any good. I can't, I don't know, Patricia. I don't know. I know there's more than one that live here. I call the male George, I call the female Lily, and I don't know what to call the youngster. But I've seen the female with the young one next to it. Still, Tim? Oh, good Lord in heaven. Danny, why don't you check it out, see what's happening in Louisville right now.
What's that? What?
In Louisville, the riots.
Sure, they got the National Guard out right now.
Jeez, it's just ridiculous. Come on, Belly, straighten up. Ah. I think it'd be easier if I knew what was wrong with my stomach, you know? Exactly, that's what I said earlier, Chris. Enough is enough from everywhere. People just need to stop being ridiculous, and the media needs to stop inciting these people because they're just getting them, you know, hyped up for more. You know, I agree to an extent that there's certain law people that shouldn't be in law, period. They shouldn't be cops. You know, they need to go find themselves another job. Oh, it's always been this way, Tim. You know that. No, I don't have the GERD. Well, not like I did anyway. But my stomach hurts so bad that I've been in bed basically for 3 days. Oh, gosh, it hurts so bad. It's like my ulcers are back, but I know my ulcers aren't back because I remember what it feels like to have them. But this is just a... Exactly, Patricia. This is just a very debilitating, hard pain. Yeah, you guys need to make sure that you are protected. Pray over your house. Pray over your family members to keep everybody protected against these people that are going absolutely nuts. You know, here's the thing. You know, people are talking about the zombie apocalypse. Well, a lot of these people, that's what they're acting like, zombies. They're not thinking at all. It's like they have no brain. So, you know, you can look at that more than one way. And I don't think the zombie apocalypse is too far off because people are actually losing their marbles. See, I heard the walk again. One more step. Tell me you heard that. You heard it that time? Yeah, there's a step. Nope, I don't have a gluten intolerance. I lived on kanji for probably a good almost month, and I was doing really well. When I was finally able, I thought I was able to go back to eating regular food because you can only eat kanji for so long. It just started all up again, you know, and stress just makes it worse. You know, I internalize things. You know, on the outside, I'm fine, but on the inside, I beat myself up. So, you know, that has a lot to do with it. Gosh, I need to shut up so you guys can hear this stuff out here. But I will say this. I have, like, bionic ears. So I'm going to hear stuff you guys are not going to be able to hear. And I'm telling you the truth. I really do have really good ears. I have tried going through everything. I tried meat and no meat, dairy and no dairy, fruits and vegetables, no fruits and vegetables, sugar, no sugar, coffee, no coffee, tea, no tea, water, no water, milk. I mean, I've tried all of it. I've gone through, you know, where I individualize and I take certain foods and I completely eliminate them from my diet, trying to figure out. What works the best for me is not eating, period. I don't eat, my stomach don't hurt. And then 3 days later, my stomach's hurting because I haven't eaten. You know, it's eating itself. So I just started this new protocol with mushrooms, and I'm going to see, it's just turkey tail, reishi, and lion's mane. See, did you hear that? Did it again. As I'm talking, they're taking individual steps. All you hear is a tiny bit of leaves crunching. You heard it, Martha? Yeah, well, all the alkaline water doesn't work for me. I double over in pain. No, I've tried the baking soda. I've tried the Manuka honey. I've tried absolutely everything. I've actually taken what the doctor ordered, which was the omeprazole and all that other stuff. Nothing takes the pain out. The only time, and what actually does work for a while is when I drink the tea, the golden milk, which is turmeric, Manuka honey, and milk. And I drink fat-free milk, so, and that actually does take the pain out for a couple hours. Okay, Gator. Love you, hon. Thanks for stopping by. I've been through this. This has been going on for 5 years. And it's just getting old, you know? Because the pain will radiate from the left side to the right side and back and forth. So there's not one specific place. The whole thing just radiates in pain. And I can actually put my fingers on my stomach or around that area and just, it hurts so bad when I touch. And the bad part was every time I went to the doctor to get checked, not one doctor ever touched my stomach. They wanted to run all these thousands of dollars of tests, but they never touched my stomach. And I asked them, the last one, and this is what I'll do when I do get on Medicare, is I'm going to ask them to do that. Oh, really, Gator? Thank you, sweetie. I'm going to ask them to do that capsule, that you swallow the capsule. Because I've had the EGDs done, I've had all that done, and they just said my stomach looked angry. They couldn't figure out what was wrong. One doctor said gastroparesis, the next one said this, and gastritis, and irritable bowel, and I don't meet the criteria for Crohn's, you know, just on and on and on and on. So I don't have any idea what it is. Doesn't matter. And I've been praying and laying hands on my stomach, and Denny's been praying for me and laying hands on my stomach for me to be healed. And for about, I don't know, how long was it, Martha? I think it was almost a month where I wasn't in pain at all. And I was praising God, saying I was healed, and then bam, got smacked all over again. So I don't have any answers. All I know is it's not going to stop me. It's not going to break me. You guys stay here for a second. I got to run downstairs, go to the little girl's room. Too much coffee. Tell me if the sassies come to the window, okay? They probably will if I leave the window. I'll be right back. It's a little teeny space. Oh, it's nice to move. No? You didn't hear what I just said?
No. outside. Heard him out there too, but he's in the wall.
I knocked and he went in. Oh, my belly hurts so bad. Can't even get off the stupid heating pad. I'm climbing back up the stairs. Oop, oh. Be nice to be able to sit. All right, come on. Hold on, guys. I gotta get my heating pad back where it belongs. There's a mouse trying to get in my house. Okay. All right, I'm ready. Boy, it's quiet out there. Did you guys hear any noise? Hello? Hey, George? Knock, knock. Can't be George, and it's got to be the juvenile or the female. I'm pretty sure he's the one that knocks back. It's chilly. It's not cold. Oh. Did you hear that? Okay, Martha. See, they can't be that far away. Every time I start talking is when they move. Do you really? I don't like cold weather. I love summer and I love fall, except for when fall gets too cold. Then I'm stuck inside the house. I don't know, Tim. I have no idea. All I know is I have been given by two different people. They gave me, both of which said that these guys have a name. And so I tried both of those names and I got no response whatsoever, even after multiple tries. So what I did was I just called him George and I seemed to be getting responses. I don't know their name. Maybe they don't like being called by their name. I wonder if the female Sasquatch calls her husband by his name. Can you imagine her going, "Hey, George"? Okay, I'm getting silly. Well, I hope you guys, Iggy and Ziggy. Hey, we're gonna have to do that. But, oh, I can't get it out of my head. What if Boo is back down there? That'd be so awesome. I'm trying to place where I'm hearing this movement from, this noise. And I can't really tell you which direction it's coming from. Because sound bounces between these two buildings, so I'm not real sure. Yeah, I know, right, Dee? Welcome back, Martha. No, I'm in Oklahoma, Patricia. And I'll be moving to more southern more southern, or more southeastern than I am now. Closer to where Boo was when I was up on the property, on the other property. The stuff in my hothouse will do fine. I can transfer all that stuff into bigger containers and those will grow. Yeah, I do. I think Boo left before I left. Because remember when I was in Arkansas, I kept saying that I couldn't feel Boo anymore. No, he's not here. These guys are a different one. These are the ones from Honaby, I'm pretty sure. Even Troy said that they were because they have no problem revealing themselves to strangers. So I have to agree with him that I'm pretty sure these guys are the ones from Honaby. But when I do move to, see, they threw something again. But when I do move to that other property, I will be closer to where Boo was originally. Yeah. Yeah, maybe. I don't know, Pappy. Because remember, don't forget that before Kevin passed away, he said that he was almost 100% sure he saw Grandma on his property. So I really don't know. I don't know how far they travel. I don't know anything, honestly. All I know is that if Boo comes back, when I get down there, I'll know it's Boo. In a heartbeat, I'll know it's Boo because he has certain things he does. Because she's black, not gray. Because I actually saw her out there, remember? And so did Sarah. She's the one that coos, but she's black. And I mean jet black. And Grandma was actually gray. You're gonna get a cold next week? Why, Tim? You plan on going someplace and picking one up? Like at the grocery store? Tim said he's gonna get a cold next week. Where you going? Trying to pull my hair up. Why are you gonna get a cold? Oh, I thought he said he was gonna get a cold. Go buy one at the grocery store. I don't know if I told you guys this before, but here's my contention about this banana ordeal. Those people that are sick need to wear the masks. The ones that are not sick shouldn't be wearing masks. Oh yeah, it's gonna get down cold here too, Tim. Itty bitty living space. Anyway, so I've decided I'm gonna keep asking the Lord for a cabin. I'd really like to have a home. Yeah, I'm being spoiled, but... And you know I'll be grateful for anything I get, but... Oh, they're still doing it in Arkansas. Oklahoma's not that way, except for Walmart. Walmart's the only place that forces you to do it. But in Arkansas, every place you have to wear a mask, but in Oklahoma, you know, you don't. In fact, you walk in, it has it on the door that you must wear a mask, but everybody that goes in and out, nobody has masks on. What is that noise? Coyotes. Hear them? Coyotes. Freaky, huh? You guys should have heard what we heard today. Denny and I both heard something, and we both thought it was a dog, and then it sounded like the mule, you know, the donkey that was next door, you know, with the guarding the cows. We could, I mean, it was probably 5 or 6 times it made that noise that we couldn't figure out what it was. Do you think it was that donkey, Denny?
I don't know.
It was the weirdest sounding noise I'd ever heard in my life. It sounded like a, I don't know. I was just saying, I am not a Papillon. Yeah, exactly. See, there's that noise again. Did you hear it? I know you guys heard that. Sounds like something was running and tapping the side of the trailer as it ran. Yep, I'm a wolf. Exactly sounded like if a cat was running on the roof. That's exactly what it sounded like, but it was on the side. You have to go back and listen really intently. Tim, you better behave yourself, young man. We don't need any more nutcases out there. Hey, Sharon. Okay, will do. See? What are you throwing now, huh? I hear you out there. Yeah, they're really close tonight. They're having a good time. Now they're off to the left where I can't see them. Oh yeah, they keep tossing stuff. I just heard it. I just heard them toss something again. Yeah, I'm glad you heard it. Well, they got a little closer. I think they're on the side of the shed now. Instead of in the back, I think they're on the side. No, the dogs hide. Depending on which one's out here, the dogs will hide. But when they take the dogs out, they'll call the dogs from far away, and the dogs go out and play. And that's when they come by. But if the dog's here, it's usually Bella, and she's usually hiding in the shed. Yeah, like I said, I just wish they'd diagnose me. If they diagnosed me, it'd be easier, Christy, but nobody seems to know what it is because I just don't fit the criteria. Certain things are missing that are key symptoms of certain diseases or certain issues, and I don't fit them, so they can't figure out what it is. And then after the blood work and the testing, you know, it just doesn't come back right. So they don't know what it is. All I know is, I'll tell you one thing, it is the most debilitating pain I think I've ever had. I'd break a bone or have a child or a kidney stone even than go through this. This is really, sometimes I can't even stand up straight. It hurts so bad. Catfish heads. Tim, you always make me laugh. Squirrel heads, catfish heads. Come on, babies. I'll see if I say that and the dogs are around, they'll come to the window. Nope, no dogs. My garden was really growing nicely. And like I said, I've gotten some cucumbers. Right, Christy? I keep thinking, George of the jungle, watch out for that tree. You know, they seem to like trees. This time the dogs didn't do anything about the coyotes either. You notice, well, you wouldn't notice because I haven't been live. Hey, Christopher, how are you? Yes, prayer does work, sweetie. Well, praise God for that. Much love to you both. I'm still praying for both. I prayed really hard for you too last night. Just keep up the good work, sweetie. Well, I found this, you're not going to believe this, but this, I was just totally shocked. There is one thing that I can eat that I have absolutely no problem eating, and I found it just by chance when I went to Walmart last time. I was actually looking for, yes they are, Tim. I was actually looking for some olives, and I found a jar of pickled onions. Okay, they're Vidalia onions. And I said, ooh, because I love onions. And so I brought them home. And that night my stomach was hurting really bad. So I opened up the jar and I took out a couple bites. My stomach pain went away. I was like, oh my gosh, this stuff is great. So I thought what I would do is I'll take some of those cucumbers that I got. I'll cut them up and I'll put them in that juice along with the onions. That should be really good. But I can't just eat just onions all day long. Yeah, George is around. Wow, I don't know if it's George or Lily or the juvenile. I don't know who it is, but someone's around. I did, Martha. Drinking some of the juice didn't really help much, but eating the onions did. It just was a little bit more than my stomach could handle. Just like I said, just a few small bites, and it worked really well. Ugh. Dang it. In Jesus' name. This too shall pass. Weeping may last for the night, but joy cometh in the morning. You know, I want you guys to know that I'm steadily praying for all of you guys that are sick. Ew. No thanks, Tim. I'll probably throw up. I can't have cabbage right now. Cabbage really hurts my stomach. especially those of you that are ill. And my heart has been really heavy. Yeah, I've been getting Psalm 46 from a lot of people. You heard now. I love cooked cabbage, but it just doesn't like me. And I used to, a year ago, I could drink cabbage juice and it would help my stomach, but I can't anymore, so I don't know. Boomy Microbe? Well, hello, how are you? Welcome. So you guys still know that if you, pig feet, ew. Where, Gator? At the new place? Oh, it's just pain. I thought it was my ulcer, but it's not, because that's when I burned really bad. That's just really, really, really bad pain. What I was going to say is you guys can still email me, if you need some help with your medical issues, and I can help you with some of the natural stuff. Because I'm still doing that for a couple of people. So, yeah, it's like a bad toothache is right. How are you, Boomy? Thank you, Miss Martha. Yeah, I used to eat bread and butter pickles all the time. I loved them. I cannot eat potatoes. That is an absolute no-no for me. That will do me in for days. In fact, I think that's what did it this time is I had hash browns. Boy, it took about 15 minutes after I ate them and I was doubled over in pain. Yeah, they say what you can do is you can manipulate your vagus nerve and slow down your stomach pain, but I've tried that and it doesn't work for me anyway. What works for me is the heating pad, the turmeric milk, and sometimes in between crackers or something like that once in a while. Depends on if I've had anything in my stomach. It's kind of quiet. Yeah, I love potato salad. I love to make it. Can't eat it, but I love to make it. Can you imagine now if I made potato salad, Denny? Usually I make a great big huge bucket. I'd have to freeze it. Can't freeze potato salad, but you know. Yeah, what I used to do is I took raw cabbage, carrots, a pear or an apple, one of the two, celery, and I used to juice those together, and it worked, and beets, and it used to work really, really well. No, he wouldn't do that, Tim. Did you read what Tim said? Denny,
Huh?
did you read what Tim said?
No.
So we should have a big party. I'll be spoiled, and we'll have a big party here and a camp out and a cookout, and we'll get everything packed up and ready to go, and then we'll spend the night here, and we'll cook out, and we'll call the sassies in. And I invited, the people that came to visit before, that came to help. I invited them out to spend the night. It was so good. Oh my goodness, it was so good. It was just great. They were awesome. They were really awesome. And like I said, the kids were so well behaved. And they really did help. The older boy, you know, really wanted to help. I felt very blessed. Oh, really? Listen to you, Christopher. I can't have chocolate. Except for dark chocolate. I can eat dark chocolate. Yeah, and right now my stomach is so bloated I look like I'm about 3 months pregnant. And then when it goes down tomorrow, my stomach is totally flat and then it blows up again. It's just really weird. Where are the dogs? Good night, Christy. God bless you. Thank you for sending me that. It's too far away though, hon. I'd have no way. It'd probably fall apart before I brought it here. But I appreciate you sending me that. Tell your mama I love her. And we're giving her hugs and we're praying for her. Christmas. It's Christy, not Christmas. How much did you can this year, Belle? Like 50 bazillion pounds? Oh, really? Chicken fried bacon strips? Never heard of it. Sounds great, though. It might be worth one small heart attack if they taste that good. I'm teasing. Oh. Oh, my. It does sound good, doesn't it, Gator? You missed a live chat, Gator, last night on Harmony. It was just Ramona, Martha, and Pappy and I. Yeah, I apologize. I haven't been on anybody's channel. Someday, huh? I'll be able to go back to normal. I figure it's going to take us probably a couple months to get everything situated. What are you throwing? What can they possibly be throwing that's that lightweight? Oh my goodness, Tim, that sounds amazing. Yeah, we had fun. We were laughing. No, they're too small to be pine cones. They're really light. Oh my goodness, that sounds amazing, Christopher. Belle's always busy. Between grandkids and everything else she's got going on, that's one busy bee. I think that sounds like a good idea. I just thought of something. It sounds like a good idea if I can do that. What are you throwing? I know, right, Patricia? Oh, yeah. Forget the heart attack. My stomach would probably blow up. Well, our freezer stopped working with the flood. It got knocked over. So I'm sure the Freon in it is messed up. And I don't know if it's repairable or not. So we'd have to have someone look at it. But I would love to be able to freeze dry some of the vegetables that I get and get them put away. I just don't trust the weather or the electricity, you know what I mean? You freeze dry all that stuff, and then if it's not ziplocked and put away someplace, if it is in the freezer, I would lose it all. So you know those food savers? I was thinking about one of those and dehydrating some of my stuff and then put them in one of those food storage things that take the air out. Then I can just put them in the cabinet. They'd last probably a good year, at least. Excuse me. I don't know how long. So I know there's quite a few things that you can put in there to last longer than a year. Oh, really? We bought one a long time ago, but we used it once, and then about 3 months later, everything that we had put in the sealer it all came apart. It was all loose, so it didn't vacuum seal. It didn't seal it properly. It was brand new, so we never used it after that. Of course, I think we gave it to our daughter-in-law when we moved. Oh, really? I've never had one, Sharon. My favorite is freeze-dried apples. I mean, just dried apples. I love them. Or pears. Yeah, I don't know how long they last. Yeah, cucumbers give you energy, if you guys don't know that. That is a great energy snack if you want one. If you can handle cucumbers, just slice up or make a cucumber sandwich, and wow. I mean, they do give you a lot of energy. Plus, you can mix cucumber with aloe and a couple of drops of frankincense and actually put it on a face mask, and it evens out the tones of your skin. Plus, it's really soothing. You know, if you have puffy eyes or dark eyes, my eyes are dark because of me breaking my nose, but the doctor wants to go in there and pull all those chips out, but I won't let him. Anyway, but that's what you can do. You just take cucumber, the inside of the cucumber, and a little bit of aloe juice and a couple drops of frankincense, mix it all up, and put it on like a mask. Leave it on for like 10 minutes and rinse it off. Pat your face dry, and boy, I'll tell you what, your skin feels like $1 million. I mean, my skin is really soft. My face skin is really soft. Oh, really? Like I said, I don't know enough about those. You know, I don't know. But I was thinking about getting one of those because I do have a dehydrator that I haven't used yet. I bought it, I think, maybe a year ago or something, and I planned on, when I did the garden, to start dehydrating some of my vegetables and fruits. But now that we have to move, I have to wait, but that's okay. I'll still, you know, experiment with it. I think these guys love to sit here and listen to us talk. You know, listen to me talk at the window. Anybody who's sitting at a window talking, if they're out there, I think they enjoy it. Ants on a log? Oh. Yeah, I know, Sharon, I will. I'm just complaining right now because I can't do anything. I'm sitting here feeling like a bump on a log, and it makes me irritated. I'm hyper. I don't like to sit. This is seriously making me crazy. Which is probably why I'm stressing my body out. You're not being nosy, Barry. Oh, yeah, I know, right, Belle? The hot, spicy ones are incredible. I mean, they are incredible. You don't eat the Easter bunny, do you, Tim? Oops, I almost dropped you guys. No, you can't eat the Easter bunny. Although he's a pagan anyway. Don't mind me. Well, like I said, I will go back to... I've never had a... Well, yes, I have. I take that back. I have. It was a long time ago. Pickled eggs. Bambi. Like I said before, I will go back tomorrow and try to do that video over again and see if I can upload it. I think our internet just is slowed because it is the end of the month. We ran out of data, so they put us on the back burner. But I'll try to get that one, excuse me, I'll try to get that one uploaded. And it's just a repeat of what I said tonight. It just shows the vehicle that they bought us and, you know, takes you around the property. And I hope those people next door, they were shooting today too. That was making me kind of irritated. They're too close. I'll get that video uploaded. And we'll see about the next time I can go live. But I think I'm going to go lay down on the heating pad and see if I can't get rid of some of this pain. I've been sitting up here for a couple hours and yeah, I need to lay down on the heating pad because this just is not working. I'm hurting. So, anyways. I love purslane. Send me the purslane. I'll eat it. So I will say goodnight to all you lovely people. And I will pray diligently for you. And I hope that I can come and go live again here soon. Hi, Matt. How are you, sweetie? But I miss you guys. I love you guys. And again, thank you very much for your prayers. They mean so much. You have no idea how much your prayers mean to us. I mean, literally, we can feel it all the time. You make us cry because we can feel, you know, how much you guys care. And that means everything. So, good night. I love you. God bless you. And I will see you, I don't know, probably soon. I'll keep you updated, okay? But I'll talk to you later. I'll take it. All right. Love you guys. Bye.